YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. We are today at the River Amexon. You know, it kind of feels outside at my house right now, like the River Amexon, at least the way I imagine it. Like steaming hot, 100% humidity, and the instant I go outside, I sweat. Apparently, I'm no lizard person who thrives in the heat, though I do like the heat. Good time to get out to the pool and spend some time at the lake, but in any case, this is neither of those. This is going to be a 3v3 battle. This one was from my last live stream this last Tuesday. I wasn't able to stream Thursday this week. I needed to actually spend some extra time recording this because I was having family coming up, and I'm going to be out of town on Saturday and Sunday, and I wanted to make sure you all had some content on Saturday and Sunday. I don't want to leave you hanging for the whole weekend, so I used my streaming time to do this. In any case, hope y'all are going to enjoy it. So in this team battle, I am not playing as Teclis on the Arcane Phoenix. I mean, I did my Arcane Phoenix spamming not long ago. This is one of my teammates. So on my team, we do have Teclis on his Arcane Phoenix. I'm playing as the Tomb Kings, a line of Skelly Warriors up front, and a couple of Skelly Spears in back. I have some Ushabti with Great Bow, including the Chosen of the Gods. So 3 in total, and I have a Casket of Souls for long-range anti-infantry work or anti-skirmisher work. And then I am rocking High Queen Khalida in order to try and buff these units with her missile buffs. Not a very tanky lord in terms of what she has to offer, but I mean, she's not bad when she's on the Necro Serpent. And then we have also in the army a Light Wizard. I believe I misdeployed the Light Wizard at the moment. I don't remember where I put him. Anyway, I bring him over. He's got net. Oh, here he is with the Tomb Prince that I misdeployed. So yeah, he's got the net of Amontok, and I believe I brought Banishment just in case too, because this is a big team battle, and sometimes those spells are worth quite a lot. Now, we also have the Hunts Marshal working with us. The Hunts Marshal has a whole bunch of Outriders with grenade launchers. He's got an Empire Captain here. Let's take a look at Teclis' troops. We got a Handmaiden, Rangers, we got some Sisters of Avalorn, Scions of Mathland, and some Spearmen. And look at this, Skaven's already got a nice little tasty treat for us hidden in the woods. We'll see how that goes for us. As far as the rest of the army, for the Hunts Marshal's expedition, we have some mortars and Marcus Wolfhart himself, as well as a war wagon. So someone getting very bold indeed, bringing the war wagons. Now our team did not spread out wide. We kind of deployed together in a group. This is going to cause the Greenskins, who is the farthest deployed team, to have to come running towards us. He's got some Forest Goblin, Spider Rider Archers, Orc Biguns. He's got Debiggin Rogue Idol. I think we named it Demulcha. In my campaign, we do have Grimgor Ironhide, and Grimgor is quite a tanky lord these days. He is difficult to kill in a lot of situations. And then we have a giant River Troll Hag supporting here with Death Magic, which includes Spirit Leech and Mither. So both of those should be good. Got some more Orc Biggins mixed in with some Goblins. As for the Dark Elf team, it's going to be led by Morathi, and I applaud that. Morathi is the best Dark Elf lord there is. She's got a couple of Shades here, working with some Witch Elves in the woods, and then there's a line of Spearmen, which also includes a couple of Blackguards, and a Feral Manticore up in the air, and a War Hydra. War Hydra is a great creature. Skaven's going to be led by Queek Headtaker, an interesting pick. He does have some Warplock Jezzails, some Poison Wind Mortars, a front line of Clan Rat Spears, and then he does have some Ogres, and also a Mutant Rat Ogre here as well. So my Casket of Souls has already opened fire. You can see Teclis is taking a little fire here too. Things not ideal, but Teclis manages to get a Chain Lightning off, which actually does some pretty tremendous damage to this Blackguard right off the bat. This is why normally, I mean, look at this, how easy it is to basically delete. Oh my gosh, and Teclis got the most beautiful fiery convocation I have seen in a long time right here. So Teclis opening it up by destroying a Blackguard and 3 Clan Rats for almost no damage in return. So he's already on the board with 162 kills in the opening seconds. Poison Wind Mortar is really hurting me bad. However, I've already destroyed a Mutant Rat Ogre with Khalida's buffs and my Chosen of the Gods. So my team starts off punching real hard here, and we put a big hit on the Skaven. And then also the Blackguard took some pretty intense damage, which is good because my infantry is rather weak. You can see the Rogue Idol now, the Biggin. He is throwing his rocks from a distance. We're going to get a Hunter Snare here on the Manticore as it comes down, and we're going to try and do a little damage to it. I can't remember if I get my Spearmen over there. I think I do, finally. And I've got my Archers targeted over there as well to do some extra damage. Another chain lightning from Teclis. It is just brutal. He is racking up kills so fast. Morathi's going to hit some of my infantry with a Pit of Shades here. But I mean, this chain lightning is just gruesome. Absolutely gruesome. And I decided to throw down over here with the Banishment too, because we've gotten rid of one Blackguard. There was another on the way. So I drop a Banishment in the middle of it, and the Dark Elves just get darn near deleted after a couple of Vortex spells. You gotta really watch out for those Vortex spells in these team battles, because they can be especially devastating when there's larger groups of units and you're trying to have a large fight. Now, that definitely helps us out quite a bit. Like I said, the melee was always kind of stacked against my team, so we're going to need a lot of help. In fact, here comes the orcs now, going to make life a lot more challenging for me. I'm really trying to focus on my skirmishers, though I do make a big mistake here at the Chosen of the Gods. They weren't on defensive, and they are now running out here and are about to get caught by a Witch Elf and shot by Shades. So, huge mistake on my part. The Casket of Souls has been doing pretty good, firing at various targets, and the High Elves are basically engaged right now with some Death Runners and the Ishkas Triads that we saw hidden in the woods. Teclis is getting some nice support, but look at this nice spell here from the Skaven too. And then Morathi throwing right in on top of it. The High Elves get absolutely mulched in that fight, but Skaven are kind of worse for the wear there as well. Get some Warp Lightning here, I think, maybe? No, it's Doombolt, so Morathi doing that work. In the meantime, the Greenskins have arrived and really started putting some pressure on my position here. I was trying to get some shots on the Shades with the Caskets. I'm basically trying to target anything that's high value and infantry. And the Shades are pretty good value at this point. My Chosen of the Gods did get caught by the Witch Elves, so this really sucks for me. And Grimgor arrives on site, and I was thinking, well, maybe between Khalida and a Tomb Prince we can tank him. Not anywhere close. And that's with Wolfheart standing right by supporting us. We are still getting absolutely shredded by Grimgor and his giant river troll hag. So battle started off really strong for us. Definitely not going as well at the moment, where I am losing my leadership really quickly, and my skirmishers are starting to get rolled up by some pretty superior greenskin melee capability. Fortunately for us, Teclis is still alive, and he is owning. I mean, he is really doing some yeoman's work. The Sisters of Avalorn, unfortunately, though, have been caught by Death Runners. Not great for the High Elves, not great, because these are very expensive units, especially the Everqueen's, or the Everqueen's Court Guards. So, Plague Priest fighting off some of my skeleton boys here. My Shabti being caught up by a Packmaster, or a Chieftain. It's not what we want, because the anti-large unit. I've got Queek now up in the middle of my units. My Tomb Prince finally scores some hits on Grimgor and does some damage, but Grimgor's still alive. This has been an absolute mess trying to fight Grimgor. I managed to get Khalida out alive, only just. And the Skaven player is really going for the execution here, bringing in the Ishkas Triads. I notice it at the very last second, and I'm able to pull away, but I mean, it's only a matter of time before Khalida goes down. I just won't be able to keep her alive at this point. There's too much going on. So, see Wolfheart about to go off with the snipe ability here on Queek, I believe, but he's getting surrounded by Biggins that might block that. And I'm not sure if it went off, so sucks when that happens. Yeah, Khalida's still alive, but like I said, only just. Trying to get a last shot off with the Casket, which has now been caught by Queek, and will no doubt die pretty quickly. It did get 118 kills and some chevronage, so definitely not a total waste, but I mean, what started off really strong for us, the Greenskins, are now really putting a hurt on us. But fortunately for us, Wolfheart's Expedition and his grenade launchers are actually still very healthy. And they're out here just absolutely mopping up everything. Look at the grenade launchers. There's some Empire Knights, but just a ton of grenade launchers. They've caught a Black Orc back here too. That's going to be easy value. So, yeah, it's good stuff. The Hunter Snare manages to hold all of the Greenskins for just a moment, allowing me to try and retreat. But guess who's still alive? It is Mr. the Ironhide. His hide has been iron in this, as he completely tanked Khalida and a Tomb Prince and a lot of infantry, and hasn't really stopped yet. He has been an absolute mess to deal with. The Greenskin units are now loose, and I don't really have enough magic to do any netting with my Lich Priest. I'm going to attempt to do something here. I've got one net, and I don't think it's overcast. It's just going to get the spiders. I'm going to try and turn around and use my Blessed Legion to shoot up Grimgor a little. See if we can get some damage done. So there goes another of my units. I just cannot stay away from Grimgor at this point, unfortunately. But we finally get the damage done to him with my Blessed Legion, and then the charge of the Empire Captain finally routs Grimgor, though he is not dead. But now I have to worry about Queek also chasing me. I'm trying to put some shots in him as well. So it has ended up being a pretty scrappy fight for me. However, we had two things going in our favor. Teclis with all of his healing, and all of these grenade launchers have totally come in clutch here. I did a lot of damage. Look at Teclis dropping another chain lightning back there. He's up to 312 kills. He's an utter monster in his current state. This is going to end up really killing Queek off, and then that leaves not enough for the Greenskins. They do have the Debigan Rogue Idol back here, which has, I think, been hurting itself to replenish ammo this whole time. And it's really been getting a lot of long-range shots off, but it was definitely needed in some of these melees and wasn't here to support. And so now it's going to be looking pretty bad for the enemy team here. So again, I thought this battle was interesting because it swung really heavy in our favor early on, and I thought it was going to be a quick wrap-up. And then we ended up getting punched in the face by a follow-up led by the Greenskins and the remaining troops from the Dark Elves and the Skaven. I mean, look, Queek, even though his army took such losses early, is only just now routing. He did a really spectacular job overall. So, I mean, kudos to the Skaven and Dark Elf player, despite taking early heavy losses, turning around and actually making this a pretty intense fight for quite a while. They couldn't deal with these Outriders. I'm surprised that their Spider Rider archers didn't stick around to try and do more work on these Outriders with grenade launchers, because the Spider Rider archers would have been very good against the grenade launchers. There was a lot of them as well, so it may not be real easy to try and contain them all. And you can see the damage that they have been doing to Greenskin infantry is rather severe. A couple of Sisters of Avalorn that regrouped up here. These Greenskins are going to go. They can't take the heat. And then Debigan routes as well. And we're able to come away with a solid 3v3 victory there, albeit Pyrrhic, and I think I agree with that assessment. It ended up being a lot more losses than I expected, as, like I said, Pancakes the Cow, Getting Buckets, and Car Bomber all made a pretty nice comeback. Khalida and my Lich Priest kind of did not so great. I mean, they really could have done much better. A Tomb Prince, not so great. Really the best units for me here is going to be the Casket at 1800 value, 1423, which was kind of okay for the Chosen of the Gods. This one right here did very well at 2375. May have been one of the ones that was mowing down the Mutant Rat Ogre. And then, of course, my Blessed Legion also did very well in this fight. If we go to Benji Bree, Benji Bree Gaming, who was playing as Wolfheart. He did a good job with Wolfheart. That's a lot of damage for him. And the grenade launchers also got a couple of them some very significant damage, even picking up chevrons along the way, so did a nice job. The War Wagon was alive all the way till the end of the game, and honestly, you can't ask for much better performance out of War Wagons. Went pretty darn well. And then the Griffin, but look at this, folks. 42,217 damage, 4987 value on Teclis. This is probably one of the highest single scores I've seen in a multiplayer match that I've played in. I mean, Teclis was on fire, literally, with the fiery convocation, and then following it up with the lightning storms. I mean, it was nuts. Not a whole lot else in the High Elves army did spectacular. The Everqueen's Court Guard did pretty solid. It's a very expensive unit to begin with, but I mean, it did pretty good. But a very nice job from Teclis. Pancakes the Cow, Morathi. Look at this, though. Look at the damage dealt, but the value at 4120 versus the damage dealt by Teclis and the value at 5,000. Morathi did some really key damage to some high-value units in order to pull this off. So, again, getting 4,120 points with Morathi is pretty spectacular. So, again, very, very well done by Pancakes the Cow here with Morathi. The War Hydra not able to pull its weight. I don't think really a whole lot of the other units. This one got a hold of my Ushabti, and so it ended up doing pretty good. But the Blackguard got absolutely hosed early in that battle. Getting Buckets here with Grimgor. Grimgor did a pretty solid job for his faction. Pretty decent value off of the big one. I mean, remember, he just sat back the whole time throwing rocks. That's all a ranged value that he got there, and that's not bad, all things considered. The infantry, though, just got crapped on for the most part by grenade launchers, and these Spider Rider archers were definitely needed to clean out the grenade launchers, and when it didn't happen, maybe ended up coming back to bite him in the butt. Look, the River Troll Hag doing very nice as well. Doesn't surprise me. Troll Hag's a pretty solid unit. Queek was doing good until he kind of got focused on. Again, I've already called out a couple people for fantastic performance. Look at Car Bomber here. Again, His army got completely crapped on early in this battle, like lost 3 of his clan rats. I killed his mutant rat ogre. I mean, we shot up a whole bunch of his units immediately, but look at the damage he did with this. I mean, this is just a plague priest. It had that big plague vortex that it unleashed on the high elves. It was extremely, we saw it in the video, and it was very impressive, and it was impressive here too. I mean, so Car Bomber just absolutely dropping a nuke on us with his Plague Priest. So I have to really say, great game to Pancakes, getting buckets, and Car Bomber. Like I said, started off in a really rough position, and they fought really well to bring that one back and make it a bit of a mess for us at the end. And I really feel like Benji Bree Gaming and Teclis, so the grenade launchers and Teclis, really bailing us out of that one. So appreciate my teammates for the help and the carry there. In any case, HeirofCarthage signing out for now. Hope you all enjoyed this one. I'll be back with more content in the coming week. We'll be continuing the Atomo campaign, and I'll have battles aplenty coming for you, and the streams will be back to normal. I am going to have to be doing a whole lot of recording here soon, so I'm going to be on a 2-week vacation in July, and at some point I'm going to try not to. I may have to stop the streams ahead of the vacation just to give myself extra recording time to try and get content out while I'm on vacation, because I don't want you all having to sit around for 2 weeks with no content. Obviously, I'm not going to be making things on my vacation. I'm going to be focused on the vacation and having fun with my family, so I won't be doing anything there. But it doesn't mean I can't get you all some stuff ready ahead of time with some hard work. And to me, it'll make the vacation all that much more enjoyable knowing that I did a whole bunch of hard work ahead of time. So I will do what I can. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you soon with some more action in Total War.